M0FXB Digital Ham Radio Diary. Welcome. 0FXB, just a bit of video on how amateur radio has changed in the last few years. So right now you're looking at me controlling my ICOM 7300 on the computer on my laptop, which is completely wireless. There's no cables involved. Wirelessly connected to my ICOM 7300, and the way this is done is the 7300 is connected to my desktop computer, and then we're connecting wirelessly that way, and I can completely control it. The frequency will change. I can even turn the volume up and down like so, and all the different bands. I can change the power, everything, basically everything that you would do on the radio I can do sat here at my laptop like this. And this is my sort of kitchen table sort of setup, and I'll show you what the other two radios are doing in a minute. And I'll just show you the ICOM 7300. Now we've got little Nico in the background, so you might hear some other sounds, but it's a family sort of ham shack. So there's the 7300. That's my 7300, about 6 foot away from me, and behind me it's connected to a G5 RV, which goes outside the house. So it's very nice to just sit here at the kitchen table and do this. Right, so now let's look at some other modes we've got running here. Now if we look at on my laptop again, look here, we've got the Pi-Star system, which is an MMDVM board, which I'll show you what that looks like. It looks like this. It's a bit dark, but it's basically an MMDVM board. There's a Raspberry Pi underneath and a little TV screen. There's a couple of antennas there. So using this system, we can connect to all different, what's called reflectors, or different connections around the world wirelessly, using a large radio if you want, like a mobile, what goes in a car or a base station. But you can also use a handheld. So this is the little handheld that I'm using. It's an ICOM ID51. And it basically at the moment is set to DR mode, which means it can connect to repeaters and users and gateways around the world via that little hotspot that I showed you. And the control panel is the Pi-Star control panel. And when we key here, I'll just key on here like so, then that will allow us to connect or change connections around the world and talk to lots of different users. So that's the Pi-Star MMDVM system that we're using. We're also using the All-Star system. So we have a box outside, which I'm just going to take some video for you. So this is a G7 RPG node box. So inside here is a Raspberry Pi 3B with a Bofung AAA radio, 70 centimeter analog. And the two are connected, and they use a sound card called a CM108, and there's a small little power supply in here, and they connect together, and they allow people with even Bofung radios like a UV5R to connect into this box, which then connects them to the All-Star system and even the Echolink system around the world. And I'll show you the control panel. So this is the control panel. Now I nearly always connect to HubNet. Very friendly group, and I've got it on now. I just turn it up so you can hear it.
So yeah, no problem, me old mate. You're coming across nice. It's just a little bit low on the modulation, but nothing really bad. I can hear everything contained.
Now that's coming in via analog, so it's not. You don't have to have a digital radio to use that band. Any cheap analog radio will work very well, and the box I showed you, they cost about £140, and I would say it's one of the best things you could ever buy in ham radio. So, and obviously you can change the systems in America here. There's just lots to look at. There's a bubble map you could select. So anyway, so that's the control panel for the radio there. I'll let you have a quick listen again.
Have a good day. Bye-bye now.
G6 SRU, G0OMK, Dave down in Kent for you, over.
G6 SRU in Kent. Sorry, you're in Kent. Sorry, I missed the call sign.
And then this is the dual band radio called an ID51, and it will simultaneously receive the D-Star stuff that I just showed you on the MMDVM, and also the analog FM on the G7 RPG micro hub. So it's a very nifty, sophisticated piece of radio, and it also has, nearly all radios these days that are coming out have GPS enabled. So if I just click that, see if I can get some in. Yeah, there's the satellites there. I know it's not brilliant in black and white, but that's all the satellites, and obviously on a radio like an ICOM 705. So there's a lot of with ham radio now. There's a lot of position within, you know, GPS functions within the radios. Right. Okay. Let's look at another system that was sat here on the laptop just using. Let's have a go. So like I said, we're here. Bit of a glare there. So we're controlling. We've got these couple of radios here, which I'm going to show you this FT3 in a second. We're controlling everything here, and our 7300s in the distance, with little Nico in the background. So let's look at the next radio. Right, so this is the Yaesu FT3D, and this is the dual band GPS, Bluetooth, radio, VHF, UHF, even broadcast radio, and C4FM, Wires X. And I'm using it in the Wires X node. Now, if you see here, it says Wires X node, and what we're doing, we've got a different control panel on my computer, which I'm going to show you. So this is the Wires X control panel. So it's got so much to look at. I'm still learning every day how to use it, but it's connected via software and a cable called an SCU19 cable made by Yaesu into this system here. Now these are all the different users here in the middle where my mouse is. At the bottom is all the different rooms, and then I've got some favorite rooms here at the top. So if we connect to one room here at the top, and there are hundreds of rooms, we can right click and connect, and we're not sure if there's any activity. So all these little squares that you're seeing here on the left, they are all stations that are also connected in. And I've got my Yaesu radio here. When I key the mic, you'll see it goes green, and so there's no antennas involved. It's all done via. Let's see if we can get a contact. So we've got someone there calling through. Let's give them a call back. Yeah, Roger, M0FXB. How are you receiving me? Let me just try that again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Yeah, I just heard you. Returning to you there. M0FXB, Western Supermare. Yeah, looks like he's not getting me, so we'll give another call out for an audio check. And I'll show you the screen on the computer. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0FXB, calling for an audio check. M0FXB.
Mike 0 FXB from 2 Echo 0 Alpha Oscar. You may have responded to my call before, but I've forgotten to plug my speaker in. You're sounding fine. Name here is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, located about 8 miles east of the town of Blackpool. Over.
There you go, that's Rob. And we'll go back to the radio. Yeah, hi Rob, good to catch you. Yeah, I did respond. So yeah, glad you sorted what was happening. I did call a couple of times. So it's Andreas in Western Supermare, just using the Wires X mode on the laptop, but I am using a radio, which is a Yaesu FT3D. Back over to you, Rob.
Yes, good morning, Brendan. Yeah, I wondered why nobody. I could see on screen that you were coming up, but I wasn't hearing anything. I was scratching my head and suddenly realised that previously I had my speaker plugged into my So I had to just quickly swap it over. Anyway, all's fine now. Yeah, a bit of a grey day here, Andy. Turned out pretty horrible. I just had a listen on HF. I don't know if you were
Yeah, it's a bit
on
tinny.
20
The audio is
metres,
not
but
great.
seems pretty dead at the moment. Yeah, grey day and a little bit of rain this morning. So how's things your way, Owen?
I'll just pause, and then we'll end it with the 7300. So we'll just end the video showing you the RSBA1 software running the ICOM 7300, and this is 2021 ham radio 73. All the best.